Hello everyone. In the previous video, we have discussed about the methods or the algebraic methods of solving the pair of linear equations is two variables. And first method was the substitution method and the second was the elimination method. Today we will discuss about the third method, that is the cross multiplication method. Okay. So as we were doing in the previous two methods, पहला step हमारे पास में क्या होता था that we will check that a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, then unique solution will exist. But if a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is not equal to c1 upon c2, it will be the condition of the no solution. Similarly, a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2, then it will be the condition of infinitely many solution. So in both the cases, if infinitely many solutions are existing or no solution is there, then we don't need to solve the equations. Fine. अब देखिए क्या करते हैं, आज सीखने की कोशिश करते हैं कि क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन मेथड के से हम कैसे सॉल्व करने जा रहे हैं अगर एक पेयर ऑफ लीनियर इक्वेशन इन टू वेरिएबल्स हमें गिवन। फाइन, सो लेट्स बिगिन विद, लेट्स से वन इक्वेशन, फर्स्ट इक्वेशन इज a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, and second equation is given as a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, equation number 1 and equation number 2. अब हम ये समझने की कोशिश करेंगे दैट फ्रॉम वेयर दैट फॉर्मूला विच वी विल यूज फाइनली इज कमिंग। फाइन। अब देखिए, अगर इस क्वेश्चन को, ये जो इक्वेशंस आपके पास में हैं, अगर इस सेम चीज को हम प्रीवियस मेथड्स को सॉल्व यूज करके करने की कोशिश करें एज वी वर डूइंग इन द एलिमिनेशन मेथड, then what we were doing there, we were making the coefficients equal either of x or of y by multiplying a non-zero constant in both the equations such that either the coefficient of x or the coefficient of y for both the equations are equal. अगर वही चीज यहाँ पर भी करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, अगर पहली इक्वेशन को हम a2 से मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं एंड सेकेंड इक्वेशन इज मल्टीप्लाइड बाई a1, एंड व्हाट शुड बी द कंडीशन हियर। अब आपके पास में जो कंडीशन आ जाएगी दैट विल बी a1 a2 टाइम्स x प्लस b1 a2 y प्लस c1 a2 is equal to 0. Okay, and the second condition will be a1 a2 times x plus b2 a1 times y plus c2 a1 is equal to 0. This is step 1. This is our step 1. Now, this is the step 1. Now, what can we do in the step 2? If we, let's say this is equation number 3, this is our equation number 4. On subtracting, if we write subtract equation 4 from equation 3, अब अगर ये आप करने की कोशिश करो तो देखो आपके सामने आएगा क्या। वंस यू विल सब्ट्रैक्ट इट, व्हाट विल बी द कंडीशन हियर, दिस विल बी x times a1 a2 minus a1 a2. Here you will get y times b1 a2 minus b2 a1 plus c1 a2 minus c2 a1, and this will be equals to 0. On further simplification what will happen, this term will get cancel out, ये तो पूरा 0 हो जाएगा, और यहाँ से आपको क्या मिल जाएगा, y times b1 a2 minus b2 a1 is equal to C2 A1 minus C1 A2. So y will come out as C2 A1 minus C1 A2 whole upon B1 A2 minus B2 A1. और इफ यू वांट टू फॉलो द साइक्लिक ऑर्डर, अगर साइक्लिक ऑर्डर के टर्म्स में बात करें सो टेक आउट नेगेटिव साइन कॉमन फ्रॉम न्यूमरेटर एंड ऑल्सो फ्रॉम द डिनोमिनेटर, तो क्या कंडीशन आ जाएगी? दिस विल बी A2C1 माइनस C2 A1, or this can also be written as A1 C2 upon this will be A1 B2 minus A2 B1. So now we have got the value of y. This will be the value of y. Similarly, if we substitute this value of y in either of the equation, then we will get the value of x also. So on substituting, x will be like B1 C2 minus B2 C1 upon A1 B2 minus A2 B1. But एक चीज का ध्यान रखना है, वी हैव टू टेक केयर वन थिंग, दैट डिनोमिनेटर कैन नेवर बी इक्वल टू जीरो, अदरवाइज फिर सोल्यूशन एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेगा. सो इन बोथ द कंडीशंस provided A1 B2 minus A2 B1 is not equal to 0, क्योंकि हमें मालूम है जैसे ही डिनोमिनेटर 0 हो जाएगा आपके पास में जो भी क्वांटिटी है वो अनडिफाइन हो जाएगी. सो वी कैन नॉट टेक डिनोमिनेटर एज 0. इट मीन्स A1 B2 माइनस A2 B1, ये वैल्यू कभी भी 0 नहीं होनी चाहिए इफ यू आर यूजिंग द क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन मेथड एंड वी आर इंटरेस्टेड इन फाइंडिंग आउट द यूनिक सोल्यूशन. लेकिन ये तो हुआ थ्योरेटिकल मेथड. अब जब क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने जाएंगे तो इस तरीके से बहुत प्रॉब्लम आने वाली है, तो हम इसको एक सिंप्लीफाइड फॉर्म में लिखने की कोशिश करते हैं. एट दैट विल बी, वी कैन राइट इट एज x अपॉन B1 C2 माइनस B2 C1 is equal to y upon C1 A2 minus C2 A1 is equal to 1 upon A1 B2 माइनस A2 B1. अब अगर इसी चीज़ को रे डायग्राम के फॉर्म में बनाने की कोशिश करें जिससे हमें आसानी से चीज़ें याद रह जाएं, तो एक तरीका और है जिसका हम कभी कभी यूज़ कर लेते हैं. आप जिसमें भी कंफर्टेबल हो, यू कैन यूज़ दैट ओनली. सो वी विल राइट हियर x, then we will write y, then we will write the constant. Fine. Now one thing, when we are using x, it means x के जो कोफिशिएंट हैं a1 और a2 वो तो यूज में आएंगे नहीं. तो जो बचे हुए कोफिशिएंट्स हैं वो कौन कौन से हैं? b1 is there, b2 is there, and c1 is there, and c2 is there. So multiply this by this minus this by this. When we will use y, तो y के कोफिशिएंट b1 और b2 तो they will not be used. So कौन कौन से यूज होंगे? c1 c2 will be used and a1 a2 will be used. This into this and this into this. Similarly, when you are using the constant terms, it means the c1 c2 you are using. In that condition c1 c2 तो यूज नहीं होंगे क्योंकि आपको तो उस कांस्टेंट के लिए तो वैल्यू फाइंड करना है. देन व्हाट विल बी देयर? a1 a2 and b1 b2. This into this and this into this. So either we can use this method or we can use this method. Otherwise, one conventional method, the total, the derivation which we have studied in the very first step, वो भी आप यूज कर सकते हैं. आपको दोनों में से जो भी आसान लगे वो तरीका आप यूज कर सकते हैं. Now we will take one example and try to understand the method. Two equations are given and we are interested in finding out the solution for this by utilizing the cross multiplication method. So the first step is we will compare the coefficients. So a1 a2 8 3 b1, b2, 5 and 2, c1 and c2 are 9 and 4. So first of all, a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, that is 8 by 3 is not equal to 5 by 2. It means unique solution. Now we will try to solve it. So now we will try to solve it. So first of all, we will write the equation in the standard form. 8x plus 5y minus 9 is equal to 0, equation number 1. And the second is 3x plus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0, equation number 2. Now what we have to do, we will use the method that we will write here x, then the y, then the constant term 1. ठीक, when we are using x, x के कोफिशिएंट नहीं यूज होंगे तो फिर क्या क्या यूज होगा, y के कोफिशिएंट यूज होंगे and constant terms will be used. Similarly, when we are talking about the y, so y के कोफिशिएंट नहीं यूज होंगे, x and the constant x and the constant term, so ये यूज हो गया. And we are talking about the constant term, उस कंडीशन पे फिर क्या वैल्यूज आ जाएंगी, then what will happen, one more thing is there, c1 and c2 are minus 9 and minus 4. Should we write this thing like this? I think so. Now we will use the method. This was this into this, this into this, then this into this, this into this, likewise this. So we will write x upon, we will write it as x upon 20 minus 18 is equal to y upon minus 27 plus 12 plus 32 is equal to 1 upon 16 minus 50. Okay, now we can solve any one. So we can take x upon 20 plus 18 and this term and this term. We will equate these two terms. So this will be x upon 20 plus 18 is equal to 1 upon what? 16 minus 15. We will solve it. We will get the answer. Okay. Similarly for y upon minus 27 plus 32 is equal to 1 upon 16 minus 15, and we will simplify this thing. Okay, I think this thing is clear to everyone. Or we can do one more thing. Instead of taking these C1 and C2 negative, we can place one negative sign here and we can solve it also. So instead of this, if we want, we can take this like this, then this will be like this, positive sign will be here and the negative sign will be here and one negative sign will be here. Then we can also solve like this, one negative sign will be there. We can change everywhere, we can make the changes everywhere. So we can write like this, like this. So when you will solve, you will get x is equal to, implies that x is equal to minus 2 and y is equal to 5. So this was one example of क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन मेथड. मे भी अभी उतने अच्छे से समझ में नहीं आया हो, सो हम लोग एक एग्जांपल और लेते हैं. We will try to solve one more example with the help of this. So for that, let's take one example. This is example number 2. one equation is 2x plus y is equal to 5 and the other equation is 3x plus 2y is equal to 8. So in the first step, a1 that is 2, a2 3, b1 1, b2 2. So a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. It means unique solution will be there. And if unique solution is there, then we can find out it with the help of the cross multiplication method. So similar method we are going to use. First we will write x here, then we will write y here, then we will write minus 1 here, then 1, 2, 5, then 8, then here 2, 3, 1 and 2. Now this multiplied by this, like this, this. Now we will try to write down. This will be x upon 8 minus 10. Then this will be y upon this into this, that is 15 minus 16 is equal to minus 1 upon 2 into 2 is 4 minus 3. Now consider these two. So this will be x upon minus 2 is equal to minus 1 upon 1. So if we solve it, we will get x, this implies x is equal to 2. Similarly, if we consider this and this, so this will be y upon minus 1 is equal to minus 1 upon 1. So y will be, this implies y comes out to be 1. So now we have studied all the three methods. In the previous video, we have discussed about the two methods. First one was the substitution, second one was the elimination. In this video, we have discussed about the cross multiplication method. So if in the examination a particular method is being specified that you have to solve the question by that only, then you are bound to solve. Otherwise आपको तीनों में से जो भी सबसे आसान लगता है उस मेथड से आप कोई भी क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. In the next video, we will discuss about the equation reducible form of pair of linear equation. That's it for the day. Thank you so much.